last 78 days now, there have been differing versions on what exactly happened. On June 14th, the day Sushant Singh Rajput was found dead in his Mont Blanc apartment. In fact, there have been several inconsistencies in the versions put forth by Siddharth Pithani, Neeraj and Dipesh Sawant, all of whom were present in the house. In fact, the inconsistencies are being investigated by the CBI as well. But now, for the first time ever, two WhatsApp screenshots from June 14th and June 9th have been accessed here on Republic that have raised more questions. For more on this, let's go across to my colleague Shravan, who will take us through the details. Shravan, over to you.
Well, in fact, Richard, these are the two big clinches that we are bringing to our viewers on this Monday morning. Two messages. One is of that very person who was inside Sushant Singh Rajput's residence, Dipesh Sawant. And the second WhatsApp message that was actually from the actor himself. Now, what exactly is the significance? Remember, there has been multiple theories that have been doing the rounds, that the actor was suffering
mental illness. The actor did not have any work. But today, for the first time, there is this clincher that we are bringing out to our viewers. On the 9th of June, the late actor got in touch with one of his closest friends. In fact, he was largely seen as the go-to person if one had to reach Sushant Singh Rajput. In fact, an e-commerce giant had basically got in touch with the actor's close aide because they were basically scouting for some sort of brand endorsement. And Sushant Singh Rajput was one of them. They wanted to get in touch with Sushant Singh Rajput. In fact, this close friend got in touch with on the 9th of June, saying that this e-commerce giant wanted to get in touch for a particular deal, to which Sushant Singh Rajput on 9th of June responded saying that Dipesh Sawant, the man who is now under the scanner, would basically get in touch to take this forward. We've now got a message that was sent by Dipesh Sawant to Sushant Singh Rajput's closest aide on the 14th of June at 10:51 in the morning. Remember, there have been varying versions as to what really happened that morning. There have been several testimonies that have been doing the rounds, right from the cook Neeraj to his assistant and then Siddharth Pithani. Multiple versions that have been coming out. But what really happened between 10 to 11 was not known. There have been
10 to 11 was not known. There have been variations in this timeline. The time of death is still not known because remember, the autopsy does not make a mention of the time of death. The CBI does not make a mention of it. Mumbai police never spoke about it. But on 10:51, Dipesh Sawant gets in touch with Sushant Singh Rajput's close friend, saying that Sushant Singh Rajput was talking about this e-commerce giant deal. What was the update? Remember, a person who, as many would say, was about to commit suicide, do you really think would have been worried about a deal that was going to be struck with an e-commerce giant? Now, that's the big question. But this morning, we're bringing to you this very conversation of the late actor with his close friend. And secondly, Dipesh Sawant, the man who was inside Sushant Singh Rajput's residence on 14th of June, sent out a message at 10:51 in the morning. Copy of those WhatsApp messages are with us, which will also be put up in a short while. This becomes extremely important. Let me also bring in our guests at this point in time with this breaking news that we have. Yet another clincher that we are bringing to you, demolishing this entire narrative that the actor was suicidal, the actor was suffering from depression. This has been completely debunked by these WhatsApp messages. If I can also get to know who are the guests who are basically joining us on this broadcast.